Okay, so I'm going live. Screw it, we're going live. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? So I've got music playing in the background that you shouldn't be able to hear, hopefully, for copyright reasons. Oh, sorry for smacking the microphone. Um, Let me know, is the stream coming in just 360p for you guys, or is that just my preview window? Um, yeah, and is the audio good? How are we doing? Um, I am going to be updating my Flake. I told somebody that it should have already been updated already. I'm going to have to message that person. No music. Cool. All right. Where did the sign go? I took it down so I could put up this whiteboard. Um, that's why. It's being upscaled. Fine. Okay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I mean, it should be coming out in 1080p 60. That's what it should be coming out in. But let's go ahead and dive into this Flake stuff. All right. I want to get this updated. I also want to record a video for tomorrow. I may do it just live here with you guys. I may just record the video. Um, but I want to record a beginner's intro into what my system is, my configuration, and then how you could replicate it. So, Alex, good morning. Good morning. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's switch. I'm sorry, guys. I just smacking the shit out of this microphone. I'm sorry. All right. So here we are at the repo. We're going to get this sucker updated, but first, what we need to do is let me close out Bidwarden. Actually, let me close out all my extra. Um, I may have needed that one. I think I did. Yeah. It's okay. Whatever. So I need to fix this networking host name unexpected dollar curly. Um, I think that's how you define variables. So essentially, what we're doing is inside of my, oh my gosh, why do I do that all the time? Flake.nix. Um, in here, we're defining host name and username, and then we're using them down in here. We're saying inherit username, inherit host name, and then we're loading up these modules, which actually I should be able to put host name down in here, or excuse me, username. This should be how you do it. Wait, it what? Wait, when I slapped the microphone, was it really, really bad? Like, did it peak really bad? Because that might mean I don't have my compressor. Yeah, I don't have my compressor turned on. Now that should be better. Now that shouldn't happen. Sorry about that, dude. Yes, we could always replace the variable with the actual host name. The reason I am now starting, I so that's what I was doing before. But the reason I'm not doing that now is because if I set it up this way, we can inherit host name in other files. Oop, hold on, let me quit. Oop, save and quit. If we go over to my home.nix, like here, we can pull in username and use it here. That way, you only have to set these variables here in this file. That's the goal. That's the goal. But it's telling me unexpected curly, but I thought this is how you did it in Flakes. Uh, like I thought that's how you called variables. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. No problem. No problem, Sprinkles. Um, like, see, all right. So this dude here is doing it. Like, he's setting username. So, like, I hold on. Let me go into this dude's Flake. So here he's got the same thing that I've got, where he's setting like username. So he's setting a username, same way I am doing with the host name, no different. Um, and then yeah, I mean he's doing the same thing down in here. Import dot host, inherit all that shit down down here. Scroll up a bit. Wait, why am I on my channel comments? Why? Like, why? Hold on. So, yeah, so it's just here, syntax error, unexpected, and this is inside of the workstation configuration. So we pull in the username and hostname. We're using hostname right here. Why is it? Why is it unexpected? Yep. Where is a like example? Like so, it's pulling in $sign system. Oh, no, that's totally different. I don't even know, man. Um, NixOS Flake um, with username variable. Flake.nix. Let's go in here. So the NixOS system. Yeah, so inherit. So wait, should I just stop doing it as special arguments then? No. Oh shit. Great, I gotta add that back. It was special args uh, equals. Yeah. Oh, what? Oops. So if that doesn't work, good morning, Silent Nerd. Hip Dad, what's going on? Great. Uh, okay. That's not even. Oh, I don't even think this is. I'm so confused. Yes, I know. Why are you up now? It's like it's 1:30 in the morning for me. I'm just up because I can't go to bed, and I want to get my Flake to have variables, and apparently it's extremely difficult. So config.module.args variable. The hell is all this shit? It can't be this difficult. Let bars stage length. Hold on. So according to this, I define variables in this way. Like host name equals, and then in parentheses, what I want. What? Oh, yep. Because the variable has to, or this has to end with that. I can space separate and make it look pretty similar. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely not it. That's not our problem. Let's figure this out. It can't be too difficult. We're inheriting username and host name down here. Our real problem is inside of uh, the workstation configuration. So why is it not working? Yes. So why is it saying unexpected curly braces? Like everything's working perfectly before I add this, and should be how I reference the variable because that's how I do it outs, outside of the configuration. Like that's how I do it inside of the Flake. What? Oh, do I have to end this with a yeah? Yep. So now we're back to the curly braces being a problem. Now, I don't want to put anyone on blast, so I'm going to switch over here. But I had someone actually like send me a comment on YouTube recommending I do this, and the uh, YouTube Studio. Let me see comments. I gotta find this one. So they said to keep it as easy as possible for people, you should set a username and hostname variable in the Flake, and under Home Manager, uh, and and configuration models inherit that, and you can set them to just be username or $, curly, username or hostname when needed in other files. Makes it much easier for users to try out. So Why can't we just inherit it here and have it work? Like it's working here. Like this is not throwing us any errors. This username here. It's just inside of this configuration. Well, I guess we're not even making it down there. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Guess what I just noticed, boys? I added the inherit lines to just the laptop. How much you want to bet it works now? My lord. It's a miracle I made to this point in my life. Nope. Okay, so we're still getting the same error, so that's a problem. Unexpected dollar. Do like we have to put it inside of quotes or something? That might be what we have to do. Where is it? Yep. Okay, so it just needs to be put in quotes. Host. Oh, not host name. Home. Attribute username is missing. Oh, yes. Sorry. Sorry. Was not even paying attention. Well, this will make it much easier for you guys to replicate my system. Not necessarily super easy to implement. So, what I've done is add the inherit line. I didn't have the username and host name down here for the workstation. So now we've got that. But now it's saying that the it's not complaining because I put quotes around the stuff inside a username, like your home username, like all that stuff. But it's saying attribute username is missing. Uh, what? I don't. I don't even know. What do you mean the attribute username is missing? Wait. Do I really need to pull it in up here? Is that? I mean, I would think I have to. Hold on. Go over here. Go in here. So this is his Flake. So he's got user set in here. He inherits it. Down in here it is import. Import host. So wait, hold on. Okay. So he imports host. Hmm. He's got user coming up in here. Hmm. So why is it empty or not getting filled out? Hmm. Yes, I am up. If anyone has like, YouTube may remove chats if you put any like code like stuff in there. I don't I don't think it should, but it may. So I see someone said, I think you need to do this, and I don't see anything else. So if it is, you can always message me in Discord. Um, and I wish YouTube wouldn't do that. It'd be great. Yes, I'm trying to set my username. So, like, I've got up here in this flake, I've got it defining host name and username. I'm inheriting it down here for this workstation configuration. And then I'm using it here, and in this configuration. And apparently, it's complaining that the username, the attribute username, is missing. So what does that even like? I don't even know how that's happening. Why? Home manager username. See, he's setting it here manually. Like, why wouldn't, if he's inheriting user here, why are you defining it here? Could you not? Hold on. Well, no, because I mean, it should work. It should work. Like that. This is how I want it to work. Like I don't get it. You can use this to completely forbid changing variables inside modules. I'll only read access, for example. Uh, See, like user here, and it's getting used down in here. Now he's doing it like this with quotes. Like what? Tokyo Nights is a good theme. That's what I'm using. But I mean, there's so many good ones. Capuchin. Um, what is it, like Rose Pine? Like there's so many good ones out there. I just I don't get why this isn't working. So we're gonna put samey here. Does that fix everything? No. Like it, the problem is it's not even giving me any output like where the issue is. Like in which file is it empty? And also, why is it empty anywhere? It's being defined right here inside of the flake. Like, I can't. Come on, man. I just want someone to be using name. Wait, hold on. Outputs default package. Okay. Yeah, okay. How do we get this to be passed in to the freaking like the variable should not be empty. Why is it saying that it's empty? I'm just so confused. Um, like I just don't get it. All right, so hold on. Here's what we're gonna do to problem solve. We're gonna go into Home Manager. We're gonna go down in here. We're gonna completely remove username. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna add back Zany. Add back Zany. Oh wait, this still needs to have quotes around it, I believe. So save that. Then we're going to go into the workstation configuration. That's got host name. And I believe down in here, my users, I can't remember where my user is. Crap. Here, we'll add this as Zany. And then we're going to test the host name. With just the host name, does it work? Okay, it does. So with just the host name, it's working just fine. So let's go back into configuration. And now if we do in quotes $, username, quotes, that works just fine. Okay. So I do want to go back in. Actually, I do want to go back into the workstation configuration. Go back up here. So yeah, we are definitely importing both those. Be into the home.nix. Go up here. Go username. Go $, username. Okay, so now we know from the Flake, it's just not going into the home manager module. So what would we have to do here? Can we add a line here for inherit username? Okay, no, that doesn't fix it. Well, it definitely won't fix it there because we're in the workstation. Good Lord. All right. Try this. Throw the option username does not exist. Okay, so do we need to do a let around this? Like, can we pass it into the module? Because it's just not getting into Home Manager. Like, we can use the username here inside of the Flake, no problem. But when we are using it, like, we just need to get it inside of this. Wait, hold on. What if I add it here? Import home.nix. Wait, hold on. Go up and check if you have a let bracket. If you have a left bracket to the right of let. Holy crap. I don't. Holy turd. Wait, do you even need that? Wait, hold on. Do you even need that? I don't think you do. Hold on. I would think you do. Let. Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah. It's just let, and then in has the brackets around it. Yeah. Does look hella weird, though. Before in. Wait, what are you talking about? Before I in? Okay. Yeah. So, how in the world are we going to get it in here? How can we pass this username into this home manager module? Now try. We haven't changed anything. We've changed nothing. Failure of attribute NixOS configuration workspace build top level. That's a problem. Git commit testing variables. So let's go in here. So we've got our inputs, outputs, and what's a flake? Um, um, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it, but why don't we just go to the NixOS Flake page? Flakes is an experimental feature of the Nix package manager. Flakes was introduced, blah, blah, blah. Flakes is a feature of managing Nix packages to simplify usability and improving reproducibility of Nix installations. Flakes manages dependencies between Nix expressions, which are the primary protocols for specifying packages. Flakes implements these protocols in a consistent schema with a common set of policies for managing packages. Basically, it's a fancy way of managing your system. It ensures you pull stuff from the place that you want to pull it from. And it also lets you do some nice stuff like defining variables system wide. I love how there's a lot of people right now that are awake telling me to go to bed. No. Good morning. Have a good one. If you've got to go to work here before too long, have a good one. And yeah. I do not know how to get this import in here. But Josh, I hope you're doing well. I have no idea. Import variable from Flake into home manager module. See, I'm not. So I've got home manager being pulled in. This dude does what you want to do. Okay. All right. I also probably should clear out all of this and turn on Do Not Disturb. But I will go check that out. Copy link. Flake.nix. Let's see. So he's got his var user in here. Inherit vars. Okay, and then hosts. Well, no, he's not doing the same thing I want to do. Because he doesn't have home manager. Like, why am I importing home manager differently than every single other person out there? What is that about? He's got his home configurations, import.nix. Home manager. So all right, look, Matthias, would you happen to know how I could do the same thing in here? Like, would I just add it on the import? Like, I don't know where I would add it in my Flake. Those are for non-NixOS systems. Gotcha. Okay. How would I add it to my NixOS module here? This is what's so confusing about it to me, because like I can use the username here, but I can't use it here. Why? Like, shouldn't it be passed in? Hold on, I'll go ahead and load up the home manager as well. See, so I'm pulling in username. Did I use it here? But we have problem. If I move this over, I'll cd into, well, I mean, we don't even got to go in there. If I just run a Flake rebuild, this is an alias I have that runs the NixOS rebuild command on this ZanyOS folder with the workstation profile. Like, attribute username is missing. Use extra special. Oh, wait, I didn't even. If you posted something before, I'm an idiot and totally missed it. Sounds about right. So, extra special args. Second option. Okay. Now, again, I am very new to this and I am an idiot. So, with that being said, I'm going to assume the extra special args are going to go here inside of workstation. And then we want to inherit username. We don't need host name here for it. Would it go in here or would it go inside of the home manager module? Well, let's just try that. Darn it. Function anonymous lambda called with unexpected argument. Extra special args. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Inside home manager. Okay. All right. Home.manager. Extra special args. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Dang it. This option, extra special args, does not exist. Definition, username, what the frack? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I get it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Home dash manager dot extra special args. Trust me, dude. I know. I want to face palm as much as you did already. Trust me. I know. Sometimes I do things that amaze even me. Well, that's actually not that hard, but still. God, that's embarrassing. Oh. But yeah, okay, so beautiful. We have it working. Couldn't be happier. So we got variables that we can define inside of our Flake and pull in. It's embarrassing how much effort I put into that and how much time it took, but we got there. I'm trying to think because I feel like there was other things that I wanted to also do with my Flake. Oh yes, we do also need to touch up the README. So let's go to the end here. Please remember to change username and host name in flake.nix. Clone this repo. So let's go in here and let's make this more of a list. Replace your hardware.configuration inside your workstation folder. Enable flakes in your default configuration. .nix. Rebuild your system. Then go into your repo folder and run this command. All right, and I believe it's that for a list. Rebuild. Enable. Clean that up. clone this repo, replace your hardware.configuration.nix with the one inside of the workstation folder. I guess I should say our laptop. Workstation or laptop folders. Enable Flakes in your default configuration. Next, rebuild your system. Then go to the folder, run the command. Perfect. All right. Change username and host name in flake.nix. Replace your hardware configuration.nix. Yep. Enable Flakes. Rebuild your system. And then rebuild with the Flake. And you're good to go. Yep. All right. Cool. A 6-step process for replicating my system. Technically 7 if you count the final rebuild with the actual system, the install. But not much preparation. Save and quit. Let's go git commit -am and say what should we say for this one? Variables working and updated readme instructions. We have to have good capitalization for this. It's got to be like a, an important thing. Beautiful. All right, and just like that, we have pushed up the new configuration. Nope. Steps to reproduce my system. There they are. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to show my comments. Let's go over here. So is there any questions? I'm going to submit a pull request to rewrite your README to an org mode file. You can waste your time all you want, Doug. That's fine. I don't use Emacs, and I won't, and I have no interest in org mode. So you can do that if you'd like. You could rewrite the README in org mode if you wanted, but at the end of the day, it's a markdown file. I really doubt you can make an argument for it needing org mode at all. I don't. You do you, man. Like I don't think this really needs a lot of work. I mean, even the markdown file. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'd have to go into the README file. There we go. The code. I mean, even the code for the file is like pretty clean. Doesn't get much cleaner than that. But you do whatever. You can make that pull request. It'll never happen. I probably will never do that. Do work on it, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think it needs it. It's fine. I'm very happy with NixOS. It's been really good, and as you can see, there's not really any problems I can't overcome with it. I spent an hour trying to do that. Been live for an hour. It's a little wild. It took me that long. Anybody who knows a lot about NixOS probably hated this live stream. I'm surprised Matthias stuck around for any reasonable amount of time to help me out. That was probably painful as hell to watch, but it's working. But yeah. Well, I don't know that you could actually do all the stuff I'm doing in GUIX. Yeah. Um, I wish you peaceful and happy adventures in Arch, brother. Um, I don't. I don't think everyone needs to be running NixOS. However, I am loving it. It is great. I do like the fact that I just simplified reproducing it even more. It's just going to get better and better as time goes on. So it's pretty dang nice. Now that I'm not sharing my screen, I do want to go in here, refresh this page, turn off the ones I have responded. Yeah, so Donald, someone who goes under a username that starts with Donald. I said 20 minutes. Actually took an hour. Sorry about that. But the configuration is updated, and I also want to go through my descriptions and see. Yeah, so my GitLab link just links to my GitLab. Cool, with all my repos. Okay. That's what I thought it did. Cool. Well, yeah. So my entire Flake repo has been updated. It's fantastic. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I just don't know what else I want to do with my configuration. I could add like a theme switcher that like switches different themes and like, changes the wallpaper too. I could always do something like that. But I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, I don't my my point is not that you can't do the same type of thing in GUIX. I just don't think the software support is there. So I don't think you could run all of my programs on GUIX. I may be wrong, but I don't think so. Rebuild your vimrc and Nix. Uh, why? I have Home Manager manage my vimrc. It just symlinks it where it needs to be. That's it. Then I just change the file in the repo if I need to. Like it's actually a really cool, like Flakes is actually a really cool way of managing your system, because like the repo that you want to like distribute between systems is where you work on all of your configs. Like that's where everything lives and like breathes. So anything that can't be directly put into home manager or like, another module is just sourced by home manager to go where it needs to go, and you're still managing inside of that repo. It's pretty cool. I do want to deploy NixOS on my server, but that also requires me getting the server working and moving parts around and all that stuff. And I haven't gotten to that point yet. So eventually I'll have another configuration in here. And my laptop configuration I haven't even worked on in a long time because I haven't been using my laptop. So it's probably not nearly as good as my desktop configuration. Let me explain how this all works. So like what I have going on, hold on. Let me see how I'm going to say this. What I have going on inside of my NixOS setup is I have, so inside of my home directory, I have a folder called ZanyOS. When I go inside of it, this is a Git repo. So this is literally the ZanyOS repo that you can go and get from my GitLab. And then it's got the steps to reproduce it on your own NixOS install. So, but what is inside of here is I have a Flake that manages everything. That goes and gets the configuration file for different system or configuration files, the configuration and hardware configuration for different setups. So I've got a laptop and a workstation in here. It also sets variables for the username, host name, and it could do more for workstation and laptop. It also, both of these config, like no matter what you choose for the Flake, they both source the home.nix, and the home manager on top of configuring, like it configures Alacrity, sets up XDG, like creating the directories, that kind of stuff. It does a whole bunch of things itself, but the things that it can't do, it sources for the home directory. So it has some scripts I like to use. They've been Nixified, and so it pulls them in. It puts fonts where they need to go and config. So if I ls config, you'll see it's got my vimrc in here. And if I vim the home manager, you'll see what it's doing is it's saying, hey, home, we want to create a file, .vimrc, source, config, vimrc for that file. And then it symlinks it. That's what it does. And I've got it doing that with like my wallpapers directory, fonts, Rofi, Sway, Hyperland, all that kind of stuff for all of my different programs that I use for everything. So, yeah. It's not an extremely hard concept, Home Manager, but it's very different. Like it's different than what most people are used to. GUIX may be similar. I'm not actually too sure, but yeah. Write me a NixOS config then. I don't have to. Like, what do you mean write you a NixOS config? Like, if you want to copy my system config, you can go get it, but why would I write you a config? Like, you could just take mine, replace all the programs you want with your own, or if you're going to be using similar programs, change the options for the programs in mine, change the username, host name. You copy over your hardware configuration to the configuration you want to run for, like my workstation or laptop. Like if you're running on a laptop, you probably want to use a laptop. If you're using a desktop, you probably want to use the workstation config, and then just change all the home stuff to what you want. You're good to go. Write me a super special Nix config full of memes and I have to daily drive it. Ooh. I like this. I do like this. I do not have the time to do this tonight, but I definitely want to do this sometime. It sounds brilliant. I like it a lot. So I will definitely have to, we're going to have to schedule some time. I'm booked like crazy next couple of days. But maybe this weekend. Well, no, because Saturday I've got a whole bunch. Maybe Saturday morning I could spend a few hours doing it. But I do like this idea of you daily driving some crap fest that I've cobbled together. I'm gonna have to think of some good setup for it. Oh, but also before I forget, some things that have changed in my NixOS config now. I know this threw a lot of people off, so this will be a great improvement for a lot of people. I used to not use a login manager. I was just logging into the TTY. That's kind of how I like doing it and stuff. But now GDM is actually set up. I've got the profile picture set up as well. So, you can go ahead, install the system like you would, and then you can go into the configs and see where the um, uh, see in Home Manager where it's sourcing the .face file from and replace it with your own image if you'd like to. So you can always do that. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do, Steve. Definitely. Definitely. Uh, you can reproduce your system with a script that is also not reliable. That's the reason I really like Nix. Is like it's very hard to make the comparison to Arch with its reproducibility. Like, yes, you can do the same thing with a script. Yes, you can. Is the script much more likely to break than, say, a Nix Flake is? Very much so. It's very much more likely to break. Will it? Guaranteed? No. You'll probably be fine. It'll probably work just fine for a long time, maybe even indefinitely, but probably not. I think anybody who's tried to make a comprehensive install script can tell you breakages happen. It happens. I'd rather use Greedy than any front end rather than GDM. The only reason I picked GDM was Light DM didn't work, and then GDM was easy to set up, and it was very easy to work out of the box. Um, I I don't look. You're talking to someone who only put in a login manager to make life easier for other people. I don't care. Like, I don't know what people like when it comes to like the general public and a login manager. I think GDM is like pretty enough and like normal enough that most people will like it and be fine with it. Could I be dead freaking wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Big time. Uh, if you want to like pull unstable, like you would just have to change that in my Flake, because you'll see in my Flake where I'm pulling stable, and you just replace that like the version with unstable, and you're off to the races. So yeah, you can easily switch to unstable. I don't think they're pulling 6.6 in. Maybe not. Wait, hold on. Let me. Or I should. I didn't mean maybe not. Probably not. Uname dash R. Yeah, they're definitely not pulling in 6.6. It's 6.171 is what I'm running. 6.1.71. Have I run a Nix Flake update? Oh, yeah. Might help if I do that. Yeah, I just updated Hyperland. That's it. Of course, Hyperland had an update. Yeah. Well, I'm not having any issues on the stable branch, and that's where I'd rather stay. I mean, for all I know, I could be a version behind. I don't know. Maybe they've already released 24.05. No, 24.05 would obviously not have come out yet because it's the beginning of the year. So, no, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I start having problems using stable, then I'll switch. But so far, the kernel's fine. Everything's fine. Have a good one, Josh. Just set a variable for that. Good, yeah. I mean, I don't really need to set a variable. I mean, it's in the inputs line. You can just change it. You're already going to be in the Flake changing things anyway, so like, why not? 24.05 won't matter. The version number is just syntax. Oh, it's not based off of like the year and stuff. Oh, I just figured. No, I had no idea. I just figured. That's normally how naming schemes go with like a lot of popular distributions. So I just figured, and I mean, yeah, if they're not doing it based off of that, then that's just a weird coincidence. Kind of lined up perfectly for me to believe that's how it works. 24.05 NixOS release. Oh my gosh, if I could spell release. Support is planned until the end. Well, no, they do release on 23.05. Yeah. No, they release on that month. Yeah. Well, no. Your version number when you install can stay the same, but where you're pulling your packages from, especially if you're using a Flake, like you're going to be getting different packages based off of this stable release that you're pulling from. I know it's 2:30 in the morning. It's definitely time for bed. How you doing, Scott? And everybody in chat. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so you just used the Linux packages to stay on latest. I almost said stable. Latest. Gotcha. And see what's going on right now in chat with and what's been going on throughout this entire stream with people, helping me fix stuff. That's what I will say about NixOS. That is a big feature. As much as people want to complain about NixOS users being very vocal, the community around NixOS is nothing but helpful. Like, as much as people will complain about NixOS, there's 10 dudes ready to help you with your problem. Like, it is a pretty nice community. So, and most likely, especially for like me and, a dum dum, you're going to run into problems all the time. So it's nice to have a community that's like, not just willing to help, but like pretty nice about it and willing to put up with you doing really dumb stuff consistently. It's pretty nice. So, yeah, boys, I think I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Go to bed. I hope you guys have a good one. Take it easy. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for helping me update the Flake, um, you know, do all that good stuff. It is very appreciated. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. And yeah, I'll see you in